Saquon, as a leader of the team, 2 losses in a row, what's your message to the guys after a defeat like that?
Yeah, after 2 losses in a row, you got to realize everything we want is still in front of us. And the way we do that is by staying together. We got to address some things. We got to fix some things, obviously. Out there on the field, we're not playing up to our standard, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But the way we fix that is by coming together, blocking out the noise, and try to go out there and get a win.
Last week you said the Cowboys maybe wanted it more than you guys. Did you feel that was the case today against the Bears?
I think they came out and they played hard. You always got to give credit to them. They had a great game plan. They made plays. At the end of the day, they made more plays than we did. But I'm a big believer. It always starts with us, especially with the guys that we have in this locker room, players and coaches. But we got to go back to the drawing board, take a couple of days off, and come back ready.
Do you think the answers are there to find right now?
Yeah, I think so. Just this game was weird. It was different. Felt weird out there. I think we just got to do a better job of, keeping drives going. That's kind of like the biggest takeaway I take from this game. That's something that we have to address and we got to get better at.
Well, does something need to change? Does something big need to change to get the offense to function?
I don't think something big needs to change. The sky's falling outside the locker room. We understand that. But I have nothing but the utmost confidence in the men in this locker room, players and coaches included. And it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to come together, block out the noise. Can't be pointing fingers, all look internally, because everybody, is contributing to the way we're playing right now. Literally every single body. And we all got to play better.
The time possession 2-1 in their favor. What does that do to your defense when they're on the field all the time?
Doesn't help them. We know how great our defense is, but if we continue stalling on drives and continue to send them out there, it's a National Football League. Those guys are going to make plays, so we got to do a better job for them.
When you guys were effective offensively, it seemed to be tempo involved and then some urgency involved. What about those situations do you think can translate maybe?
Yeah, I would agree with that. We've been successful going on the ball, tempo, and that's something that got to be addressed. Like I said, it's going to take all of us together. We got to fix some things. We know that, and that's something that maybe we can use as a tool. Especially during this deep run we're about to make.
Saquon, what felt weird about being out there?
For me, like as a running the ball, just like you'll have a 5-yard run, have a negative run, have a penalty. I think that was more the thing. I don't think we didn't get things going because guys weren't playing hard or we were missing blocks it was just little things like that. And I don't know the exact stat. I don't know how many carries I had, but I felt like the one drive, we popped 3 runs in a row. Obviously, we had a turnover, and then I think we only had 1 run. Or I think the running back only had 1 run. Jalen might have scrambled a couple times after that. But we know when we get the run game going how effective this team can be. So that's where it felt a little weird for me. I don't think we would play. We couldn't establish the run game, not because obviously they played a great game, where it wasn't like we were, I was missing reads or the line wasn't blocking up front. Just kind of how the game flows, and it was a weird game in that case.
Does it make it more difficult when you see what the other team is doing in their running game and that 200-yard rush? It seemed like it was easy for them.
Nah. I don't think so. I don't think it makes it more difficult for us. We can't worry about them. We just know we got to do a better job of responding. When they're making plays, we got to respond, and when our defense make plays, we got to capitalize on them. And we haven't done a great job of that in this game, and to be honest, throughout the whole season. So, again, we got to look internally, and we got some things to fix, and we got some things to figure out. But the beauty of it, everything that we want is still there, and the way you do that is by doing it together.
So do you feel?
Should that number be higher? It was 13 carries. Should that number be higher?
I can't get into how many carries I should have. Should be more, should be less. I do know that I think the O-line came out and did a really good job. They're going to make plays. I feel like we took what they gave us, but again, sometimes the game dictates that, and we just got to do a better job of controlling the game.
Do you feel comfortable sharing your ideas with the coaching staff in terms of what you think needs to be done?
Yeah, of course. I think that's the beautiful thing about being here. I've had multiple coaches in my career so far, and I think they do a really good job of listening to players. Obviously, it's not going to be like, well, I go there and I say, let's do this, and they're going to be, oh, Saquon said this, so we're going to do that. But they listen to us, and that's just going to take. I think, I don't think it's like a players meeting, because like player meetings, it sounds like the world's ending. I think we just got to continue to bounce ideas off each other and find something that sticks and go out there and make plays.